glad we're here.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, look at your cute little apron.
Thank you so much. We both have a collection of aprons.
Don't we though? Because it's been years of this.
And you know what? The other thing is, the holidays are coming, and so I feel very apronish.
Yay! You know what? I should make a little apron for my chicken.
That would be really cute. We've never given Coroni any clothes.
No, I think Coroni's been just naked.
Butt naked this whole time.
What is wrong with us?
Oh dear.
Well, we're back from our whirlwind, people.
If any handful of people are out there, thanks for watching. We went on our West Coast book tour. It was fantastic.
It was awesome.
It really couldn't have gone any better. I mean, and there's so many people to thank because we did not do it on our own.
Yeah, we definitely did not do this on our own.
For example, a certain somebody named J.D. Garfield.
We could not have done it without him on this trip because, I could not lift anything for reasons I will not go into, but he was able to help a lot. That's so amazing. Oh,
he was like our co-producer and then and part bartender, roadie, friend, shoulder to cry on.
Totally. Yeah, person to eat the food. And I posted today the KTLA segment, so in case you guys missed it, you could see it. That was crazy. We had to make everything in duplicate, and we had 5 dishes, and we had 1 day to do it.
For those of you that want to know the inside scoop, so here's what they tell you for the TV. You got to make one is called the hero plate of a dish.
Yes.
It's just for photography and the cameras. And then the other one is for the host to eat. And as you may have noticed, one of the hosts was really hungry.
And she couldn't stop eating. It was so cool.
We're just like, honey, have some more food. You need some more food.
Need food. Eat it.
Eat. Anyway, no, it was delightful. And we're going to do it again. We're going to get the band back together after the first of the year and do the East Coast. And then after that,
we're headed out east. Yeah, so it's and for our Santa Feans and maybe Albuquerqueans and Towsonians, we're going to be doing a book signing at Collected Works on December 8th.
We're be so excited.
And there'll be goodies. Yeah.
Yes. In fact, that's the perfect opportunity to bring something up. So one of our dreams has been to have a product line, a food product line. And so we started it with, of course, Holly of Holly's Homegrown. And right now, it's a line of baking sugars, and they're very special. And tonight, I'm going to be using one of them. Of course, it's not in the fancy jar, which I'll post later. But it's that homemade ginger sugar we always talk about that is fantastic and makes everything better. So
it makes life better.
So we'll post all about the sugars, but that's our first in a line of hopefully many things. So that's been fun too, very fun. Okay, what am I doing? What's my name? What day is it?
I know. Well, all of a sudden we were like back. I know, and we're here. We're hitting the ground running as we always do. So yes, Lisa's making coffee cake. Where did you get the recipe?
Let's see. If somebody wrote, there's some kind of best-selling, I don't know. Right here. The coffee cake is on page 2, and it's called "Feels Like a Winner Cranberry Coffee Cake." Now, the beauty of this coffee cake, and it's Debriana's, by the way. I've commandeered it. Because it's so good, and I get requests for it from the people who live with me all the time. So, anywho, the great thing about this coffee cake, which we said on the TV segment, was that you can morph it. This is a fantastic base, and the one that's in the book is just absolutely no fail crowd pleaser, 100%.
Been making it for years. Yep.
But you can also morph it and play with it. And that is what I am doing tonight. I'm doing a little twist on it. So I'm going to do all the main basic ingredients of this, except instead of cranberries and almonds, I'm going to do blueberry, lemon, and the ginger sugar. And normally I would put nuts in it, but Seamus has requested no nuts. So, you know, you respect.
We all know about Seamus
eating. So yeah, so it's so delish. We can't even begin to describe. I've made it like 100 times. I'm not exaggerating. So there you go.
Because we've been doing this a long time.
Yes, and Debriana tells a story in the cookbook about your sister Bridget and the special Sunday morning coffee cake. And that's what I'm making, part of Debriana's family ritual. So thank you for sharing this. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
Awesome. And it's really super easy and super fast. I use this recipe during the holidays, like when people ask you to bring something.
Oh my
God. Super easy, super fast.
It's the perfect thing if you have house guests and it's like you want to wow them with something, but you don't want to put a lot of work into it. It's guaranteed happiness.
We love tradition. We're all about tradition.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is preheat the oven to 350. I've done it. And then you want to prepare whatever your baking thing is going to be. I'm doing a 9x9 square lined with parchment. Okay, but you can do basic cake round. You could do a ceramic, dish, whatever you want to do. So prep that. Okay, and the next thing is what? Combine the flours.
We know it
all the dry ingredients, Mike.
There you go, all the dry ingredients.
Debriana, it never gets old. Okay.
I know. That's because you keep baking.
I know, right? And baking, I swear, it just makes you happy. I mean, it
we
really
should be 300 pounds by now.
It's like guaranteed Xanax. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, which I've already prepared for the magic of television.
Yeah, look. Oh, look. Who prepared that for you, Lisa? Our assistants?
Magical elves. And then we're going to take a 1/2 cup of almond flour, which is a really key ingredient to this situation. You wouldn't think that it would do as much as it does, but it really makes the flavor so nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the next dry ingredient. Now you're gonna.
Are you gonna?
Well, no. I'm gonna do a little twist with the sugar, but the sugar goes with the butter. So.
Okay.
But is 2 teaspoons of baking powder.
Okie dokie.
Just see how easy it is. So self-explanatory.
Yes. Lisa's measuring.
I know. What's wrong with me? Because I'm tired and I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. Okay. Okay, wait. I'm not going to measure the salt. So Debriana's is 1 teaspoon vanilla salt, or we've had to put sea salt because I don't have vanilla salt. I just have regular sea salt, so that's what I'm putting in.
Okay. Yeah.
But I wish I had vanilla
this
salt.
is the whole thing. You can kind of use what you have.
You know those recipes that are just great basics, and you can just imagine and create and do whatever you're feeling like. Okay. So now I'm going to take a whisk, and this is the replacement for the old school. What's the thing that we used to always do when we were growing up? The flour sifter.
Oh, the sifter. Yeah, no, we don't have one.
See, like I always thought you have to use the sifter, but you really don't. You could just do this. So, all right. So I've got all the dry, and it's just gonna be perfectly combined. I'm gonna put it to the side. Okay.
If you insist, you could just use the strainer and push it through the strainer.
Yes.
But, you know, this works.
One more thing to wash.
Not right.
Okay. So the next thing you want to do is we're going to get a stick of butter that's room temp. And where's my bowl? And here's the butter. It's a tiny little bit melted. I mean, it's like half. No, not all the way melted, but it's a little more than room temp, I would say. But squishy.
It's squishy. That's a technical term.
Technical term. And in the directions, and I quote,
that I wrote,
use a hand mixer to cream the butter and granulated sugar until the mixture is light and fluffy. Scrape the bowl to fully incorporate. Okay, so I'm going to do a twist. I'm going to do a cup of brown sugar, and it's vanilla brown sugar. So that's
yum.
I know, doing a twist. Here we go. So I got the mixer out.
This is the thing. We love being able to twist the recipe.
Yes, here we go. So I got to make it light and fluffy.
And that brown sugar is going to add just that little bit of molasses flavor, which is always yummy in a coffee cake.
I know, I love it. I love brown sugar. And
I'm going to shout out Natalie right now, in case she's watching, because she was awesome to help us. She's the best food stylist, and we got to use her Wolf oven. Oh my God. That was like a dream come true.
What, Natalie's kitchen?
Yeah.
Natalie's stuff. Yeah, I don't know why I posted the thing today. I was feeling a little fun, having a little fun. But, you know, when you have a dream oven range stove, it's really a delight.
Yes, it is.
It's a delight. You know?
It was super cool. So that was fun, and all of our friends there that helped us. Woof, amazing.
Oh my God, everybody. So this sugar, I've had vanilla beans, you know, camped out in this brown sugar for a year. So it's a great vanilla-y brown sugar.
Very yummy.
All right. I'm going to mix it a tiny bit more, and then I'm going to add some vanilla and...
Yeah, vanilla on top of vanilla. This is what we like to call layering.
Right. And then I'm going to fold in okay, you have a really interesting thing the way you do this. Okay. So...
I wrote the directions. That's all.
Well, I'm going to read it. So, okay, it says add the egg and vanilla. Okay, here we go. 1 egg, room temp.
Yep.
There you go. It is a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract.
You gotta get the spoon out. Nope, she's not. She's not.
Okay.
She didn't use a spoon.
And now I'm going to mix this up with the mixer.
Okay. You know, vanilla. Good. Nice. When we were in LA, I used vanilla paste. You can get it at Trader Joe's now. They always have it in for the holidays. So yummy.
So let's talk about the way butter creams with sugar for a moment. Something happens, and we all know this, where the color goes boom. It goes to a alchemical next level where it gets smooth and maybe a tiny bit lighter.
Yeah, it definitely gets lighter. And you can keep going. If you've ever seen like white sugar with butter, you keep going and then it almost turns white. It's amazing.
It's really interesting. So this is very, very light because it's gone to that whatever chemical thing that just happened with the tons of mixing. Okay. Then we're going to add half the dry mixture, and then we add the buttermilk. But as most people don't have buttermilk in their houses on a regular basis,
ready, correct.
You can create your own, and this is like the secret ingredient of this coffee cake. It's a half a cup of half and half, and you add I put a tablespoon of lemon juice in it for about 15 minutes. It's been sitting. It's totally curdled. It's total buttermilk. It's just made buttermilk. This magic. Woo. So this is the tanginess.
Listen,
and the
who says
moistness.
girls can't do science?
We're doing science, people. Okay. All right.
We're
So
doing
here's
math
half.
and science right now.
Here's
And it's
half.
delicious.
It's so good. I wish we had taste division so that you could taste it. But anyway, so I'm putting in half.
Scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff. Smell-o-vision. So here's half the flour. And then we're going to mix this around really quickly just to incorporate it. Okay. Then, and the other part about this batter is it's thick. Like when you
it is thick.
scrape it in, it is not like cake batter. It's like almost between cake and cookie dough. It's interesting.
It's kind of biscuity in a way.
It is very biscuity. Perfect analogy. Okay, here goes the buttermilk. Here goes the buttermilk. Okay. And then I'm going to put the rest of the flour in.
Are you using fresh blueberries?
Oh, yes, I am. I don't have frozen blueberries in the recipe. You use frozen blueberries, but you can use fresh if you want.
Yeah.
So here comes the final mixture of this.
Look how fast this is going, people. Coffee cake, et voila.
All right, so I'm not going to over mix it, okay? Just to get it incorporated, and let's do a taste test. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. So it's got this beautiful sort of buttermilky, almost sour, creamy tang to the butter and the sugar.
Yum.
It's delicious. It's delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna have blueberries, and I'm gonna put some lemon zest in here. Actually.
Perfect.
Get the zester. Get a little microplane action here.
Yeah, baby.
Probably just gonna do like, I don't know, half a lemon probably of a large lemon.
Okay. And as we always say, it's important if you're going to use peel to get an organic lemon.
Yes, because they put coatings.
Yeah.
When you see the
not good.
When you see the fruit and it's really extra abnormally shiny, that's because they put a chemical on it.
Yeah, it's better just to get organic ones if you're going to use the skin. Yeah. That goes for oranges too, by the by.
Yep. So I would say all in all, probably like a good healthy tablespoon of lemon zest. Ooh. That's going to add a nice little thing. And then I'm thinking I'm just going to put like 1 container of blueberries in there.
Okay, is that it's a small one though, right?
It's a small one.
Okay.
It's a 6 ounce. It's a 6 ouncer. Okay. And I'm just slowly folding the lemon.
Oh, looky.
Zest and the blueberries gently because I don't want to squish the blueberries.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you
are you going to add any ginger to that batter?
I don't know. I was just thinking if I should.
Well, you could.
You know what you can do?
Tell.
Once when I was going crazy making this, I made the regular batter, but no cranberry, no berries or anything. And I put like a quarter of it down, and then it did a layer of like brown sugar butter crumble.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
I did a swirl. I did another thing. I did another layer, and on top I put ginger as part of that layer, the ginger sugar. Yeah. There's a whole other thing you could do, and you could put pecans in that. I mean, how amazing would that be? Like, the sky's the limit, honestly.
I know. I just want to keep making cakes now.
We could just have a book about this coffee cake. So I've incorporated the blueberries. It's a great dough. Here is the ginger sugar. I think I might put a little bit in.
I think you should. I would.
I'm gonna put a little bit in here. Now look at this. This is this amazing. So it's turbinado sugar with fresh grated ginger, and it's also in the cookbook how to do this, where you coat the sugar with the fresh ginger. Oh my God, the scent of it. Ah, the thing you put this on. And then you turn on an oven to low, and then you turn it off, and then you just put it in to dry the sugar out, and then you have to crumble it and save it. But it's really okay. I'm gonna put like a tablespoon in it.
And I mean, you could add this to your coffee, to your tea. You know, if you weren't going to bake with it, it's really it'll up level everything.
It's the sugar that makes everything better. Honest to God,
it is sugar
really
that makes everything better. I think that's the name of our book.
It's all about the sugar. Okay, so this is now, I put a tablespoon of the ginger sugar in there. Now I'm going to spoon it into our baking pan, and then I'm going to dust it with the ginger sugar on top.
Okay. And if you had almonds or nuts at that point, you could put them on the top of the cake.
Yes. Now, but you see how thick this is? Like, look.
Yeah.
This is thick. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that didn't hit the floor.
Me too, because we'd have to start implementing this 5-second rule, and that's kind of hard with batter.
Really hard. Okay, so see, it's really sticky. So I'm going to show you how sticky this is. So I'm going to fly you in here. Now see how, okay. It's super sticky.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just push it around with the spatula to get it,
So when you put the parchment paper in, did you spray the pan before the parchment went in?
I didn't.
Okay, just curious.
Am I supposed to?
I always do, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just me.
I just put the parchment.
If it works that way, it's fine.
I always just put the parchment in. I don't think about it. But I suppose that would make it a lot easier.
Well, it could, but are you going to do you lift it out of the pan with the edges?
I do, and it lifts right out. It lifts right out.
Then ignore what I said.
Okay. So I'm just getting it all in there, and I'll show you in 1 second what this looks like. What else is going on?
Oh, there's so much going on in the news, but here's the thing. We all have to know right now that we are on the precipice of just an enormous cliff. Like the volcano that might happen in Iceland. That's where we are right now. Everybody has to vote. You have to bring other people to vote. We have to get ready now to vote. Make sure you're registered. Continually check your registration. Make sure you weren't thrown off the rolls. Remind other people in your family to do the same, and your friends, because I am telling you what, they are not messing around. If we do not win this election in large enough numbers, our country is going to break apart. And they're saying it. They are telling us. Believe it when they say it. So please, these are the organizations that are scrolling down that we are members of. Join something. Do something. Right?
Do something. Do whatever you can.
Call. We have our Corona Kitchen superfan Kelly goes out. I don't know if she's out there now working. She worked so hard during this last election in North Carolina to get things to change. We can do it. Our votes matter. They really do.
They really do.
These organizations are great. There's a ton more. So these are the ones I like at the moment. And, also our Instagram account.
Yes. Besides the very, very important political statement that Debrianna just made, I want to tell you about a podcast that just was released today. If you have Spotify or Apple or I don't know, however you get your podcasts, it's on all the major things. It's from a really well-known Bay Area foodie guy named Dean Jones. His show's called The Well-Seasoned Librarian. And we just had a great talk with him. I just listened to it this afternoon, and he was so generous and kind and lovely to talk with. I thought it was a great one. What did you think?
Yeah. Oh, I loved it. I loved doing it. It was fabulous. So yes, the well-seasoned librarian. Oh, look, and then bringing up librarians.
Yeah.
If you guys would call your local libraries and ask them to carry our book, it would help us a lot. Oh, and in case you didn't know, you can pre-order our book now. But, you know, in a lot of places, you can do it at bookshop.org. You can do it on Amazon. You can do it at Barnes & Noble.
And again, if you ask your library to carry it, they will 9 times out of 10 just order it right there for the community. So that would be super cool. If there's something, people always ask us, what can I do to help? That would be an enormous
lift.
Thank you. Thank you. So I just sprinkled this on top.
Okay.
Here's what it looks like.
Oh, look, Lisa has a camera person. No, she doesn't.
Can't afford that yet.
No.
So now I'm going to put it in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes. I'm going to check it with a toothpick. And then if it comes out clean.
Temperature.
Oh, 350.
There you go.
It's already preheated. It's already preheated. So here we go.
In we go.
Putting the timer on. I'm going to put the timer on for 40 minutes, even though I said 45.
I always do. I always go 5 or 10 minutes early and check it because, you know, ovens. Yes. We don't have that Wolf oven.
I definitely don't. I have the Wolf bastard stepchild oven. Okay. I'm the cousin of the wolf that nobody wants to talk to, that lives in the backwoods.
Lisa, remember when you discovered the bread proofing button? Come on.
Okay, who can forget that? Well, that's just when we talk about what we talked about today with Dean on the podcast. One of the things we brought up was just, you know, the overwhelm, the American grind, you know, and you get to that place. And when we took pause with COVID and started this show, I was making bread, and I literally, for the first time, saw the top of my oven controls, and it said bread proof. And I'm like, what? There's a button that says that on my oven? Had no idea. No idea. Years had gone by. So that's the kind of, you know, just awareness, you know, that was the silver lining of that time.
Yep.
But, yeah. There's dough all over my drink.
That's delicious. Thank you. Oh, thanks you guys for hanging out with us. I think our book is definitely coming out on the 21st of November. So if you want to pre-order it now, if you haven't already, it's coming.
And it's kind of the perfect Christmas gift. Is it not, Debriana?
It is. And we have a new website. So if you want to go to goldengoose.kitchen.com, you can see all of our upcoming events there.
We'll post about that. I'll post the coffee cake final photo and the photo of Holly's collaboration of sugars that we've done with her that are sold exclusively through
where at Holly's Homegrown, hollyshomegrown.com.
You know the one.
Yeah, you do. Look at it. It's right there.
Anyways, we're getting really excited for the holidays because that means cooking up feasts for the people that we love. And honestly, I can't think of a better book to guide you with that than that time we have. But yeah, so we look forward to everybody posting all of their holiday food. It's always so fun.
Yeah, we love seeing it.
Post away.
Yeah, tag us. We're happy to see what you're cooking.
Oh, and congrats, Candace and me Portnoff.
Yeah, gorgeous. It was gorgeous. Like, I hope she posted the recipe.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy of that cheesecake.
Aw, thank you. Whoever said that Facebook user.
We're not worthy of her cheesecake.
Thank you. Yeah, right.
It's
Well,
so
we'll see you
gorgeous.
guys next week.
Thanks for all the love and support. You're the best.
The Monday before Thanksgiving. Oh my God. Yeah. All right. Have a good week. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.